figured it'd be fun to help her say hello to people and play games and just get used to it. I have a current live stream that's saved to my channel up of me and her playing Borderlands together, which was a lot of fun. Hopefully we'll be doing that again shortly. But let's go ahead and get into this. I've never played this, so I'm gonna shut up once the game loads up. And I'm also possibly gonna be playing games like BioShock and Amnesia here soon. I've got the collection here. All my friends letting me use his account for the collection and everything, but which is awesome. And hopefully, me and Little Beam will eventually be streaming on Twitch as well. Trying to figure out how to get the link for people to go watch those, but I'll figure it out eventually. And yeah, I really hope you
12 dreams for the Red Queen under crown of stone. 8 voracious beasts born from 8 restless nights. 4 nails piercing the flesh of the sinner. 1 prayer for the summoned, called by this song. 'Tis perhaps the countdown to oblivion for the once proud city of London. 'Tis perchance her inhabitants' last dance alone to face death and pestilence. Confronted by the eerie and unknown, mortals became desperate for answers. A flock's flight makes for an omen, the falling of a star a dire presage. Turning to priests for interpretation when there was no reason to be found. When religion failed, men turned to science. I saw them build such vain cities, crafting machines made for endless war. New questions flourished as old answers withered. What is darkness but lurking sun? What is wall but enslaved stone? What is glass but tortured sand? What is song but a call to arms? What is hate but jilted love? What is life but death pending?
Interesting.
Death.
Oh, sorry about that.
Since the apple was plucked from the sacred tree, mortality was believed to be God's punishment. A righteous snare to keep mankind from ascending to the stars. They were all so wrong. Death is not a wicked thing, nor some holy retribution. A true punishment would be to never know its sweet kiss. Awaken from the harshness and be born once more.
Okay. So I'm really curious about what the hell happened here with all those bodies and everything. What the hell was he before all this? Was he always a vampire or something? But I'm not sure, but oh, it's making me follow a trail. But I played a little bit of the beginning of this before. I really didn't pay attention to the cutscene as it went through when I first played it. I wanted to try and play it to get the controls, but it's a very story-driven game, so I kind of just stopped at the beginning. Sorry for the bumpy noises. My cats are thirsty. Yes, I see that. But my cats are kind of active at the moment. Let's see what she wants. She wants to be my first snack. Can't hear you.
Mary! Oh, no! Mary! Hold on! Please, hold on! Oh, God. Oh, no. Mary. No. No. This horror. It's a nightmare. No! Please, a moment, let me explain!
Ow! Get the fuck out of there.
These patrols are after me. No! No! Don't shoot! This is a nightmare. I need to get out of here. This can't be happening. No, please, stop! I mean you no harm.
Oh god, why'd you turn around? Ow, why? Okay, that's how to lock on. Figured that much out. Go away.
What's going on? Oh, Mary. What have I done? What's all this about? Shit, where'd it go? Now, I can defend myself.
Oh, sweet. I've got a machete. Oh.
Who are you? Stay back!
You're in my way.
Sorry, but you left me no choice.
Where did you stick that? Apparently. It was back in his boat though.
Who are you? Stupid beast! Sorry.
It's kind of good. The fighting style kind of gives me a little bit of a that's pretty lock on doing that shot. Crouch?
Fleet spotted! No, please, stop! Who are you? Shit! You'll pay for that! What do you
Y'all are
want?
kind of leaving me no choice. God, that ragdoll attack. This way?
I mean you no harm. I need help. Die, you fucking leech! Please, listen to me. I can't make any sense of this. Shut up, beast! Who are you? What is this all about? What in God's name? I'll do the rest of the job. Just leave me.
Stay out of the sun, bro.
The sun. It feels like it's burning me to the bone.
Judging by the way he's acting.
I need to find somewhere to hide.
Judging by the way he's acting, he
Let me go!
probably never. Oh, ow! I was not expecting that. Okay, need to back up. No, that missed. Sorry, bro.
I need to find shelter.
In here. Keep out.
Is anybody there? What is this place? place seems abandoned. I should be safe enough here.
You don't say. Okay, so... oh. Hi. What the hell happened to you? Go watch.
Wait. This one's dressed up fancy. Let's run through his pockets.
Picking the dead's pockets? Are you serious?
I've still a rent to pay. He's got no more responsibilities. What's this? Gold watch.
Beautiful it is. We fancy it and share the takings. I suppose we are undertakers. Now, give him an Eve.
That's what happened.
That's impossible.
He has no memory. The only thing he has memory of is somewhat of his sister and stuff like that, and he hates her. Another dead person. Ah, he was bitten. I don't like that. Okay, here we go.
Johnny, this one's lost. We need to leave. And now!
No. There's time. I can save him.
That's the enemy coming! The orders are to evacuate the hospital!
Done. He'll live.
And now what?
We fight. Killing is a hell of a lot easier than healing.
Damn.
No, it never got easy.
Where are the details here? Oh, it's reload times 15 seconds. Jesus, that's slow. Fire rate's 10. Magazine 6. Oh yeah, that's obvious. Okay, so I have. Oh, I can get two-handed weapons. Okay, so that's my inventory. There's the bed. I don't want to use it yet. 15th. October 15th. That's an odd way to put it. Bad sleep. Becky coughed all night, and the fever has made her delirious. I heard a loud noise in the morning. It's a big machine. Some men brought by the bank to dig a hole in the ground. It was some sort of mechanical shovel. Maybe I could go there and ask for some work. Becky needs medicine. 16th of October. I talked to men with the mechanical shovel. They told me they are digging mass graves all around London. Safety measures, apparently. There is a new epidemic. I don't know why that word got me all tongue-tied. Is the flu coming back? They had no work for me. Becky slept a little last night. The foundry has been closed, and there are no more jobs near. October 19th. I went to London to find some groceries and drugs. No trains. It took me the whole day to cross the Thames and come back. Becky seemed better. I made the soup she ate. I found no drugs, only a few syringes and some sleeping pills on the black market. We have no money left. Maybe I could go to Pembroke Hospital tomorrow, but it's so far. After leaving my wife so long. October 19th. Becky threw up the meal a few hours after she ate. She's so frail now, it makes me cry. She says she hears a voice outside all night at night and says she wants to eat meat where could I find tomorrow? Barricade the house. Protect us from looters. Holy crap. I will do the rest of that later. I want to continue forward. Brightness. Hang on. I've got to edit that brightness. Set brightness. Oh, that is much better. Much better.
Mary! Mary! Mary, I'm sorry. Whoever did this to us, I will find them.
So yeah, he was human first. Judging by the bites on his neck, he was human at first, but something bit him. Oh. Iron Sun collectible. That's a map. Can I put clothing on him, or where are my collectibles? Consumables, this is in quest items. Bloody diary, so that's a quest item. Ah, here are the collectibles. Alright, what else can I find in this house? Okay, anything else? No?
I had better remain here until nightfall.
Oh, okay. Oh, hello, Rick. She's a chatty little thing right now. Oh, I probably just have to go to sleep. Okay. It's interesting so far.
This makes no sense. None of it. No sense at all. It's a nightmare. That's it. So be it. Rational thinking only.
That's just gonna hurt, dude. Should I just leave it, or should I shoot? Is anything gonna happen if I don't shoot? It's just gonna hurt, and you're gonna be hungry. I hope you know that. Oh, I earned a trophy from here too.
Oh, there's a lot of
Like I said, he's gonna be fucking hungry. That's all. He's hurt, and he's just gonna want to eat.
This is absolute madness. I've lost touch with the real.
Madness it is, as mad as the moon. Tales blood
I can't see. My TV's trying to shut off on me. All I see is evolution. There we go. Oh, okay. Evolution hideout beds allow you to evolve and rest. Spend experience points to level up and improve your vampiric skills. Oh, okay. Healing is 200. I have that already. Oh, I can get more. It requires level 6, level 12. Traded the instant health gain for greater regeneration. Okay, trade more blood to heal yourself instantly. Gain additional boost on your health regeneration. Okay, so it's a choice pretty much. Increases damage inflicted when bite in combat. Increases your life regeneration when using bite in combat. Okay. Okay, so what do we use it in? Oh, I haven't got this one yet. That's the one it wanted me to use. Okay. Okay, so claws. Close range of strike will cut through all living creatures in front of you. Yeah, let's do this one. I'm gonna have my defense up. What about bite? Hard bite. Yeah, get that. Ah, I don't have enough. Alright, well, let's continue. Bloodstained sheets.
Voice in my head. If I'm not mad, then it must belong to the one who made me what I am. I must find him to understand what I have become. These people want me dead. I need to leave now.
Yeah, let's get out of here.
Here's the leech. Here!
Oh!
My head's spinning.
You're hungry.
Oi! Come out, you coward!
It's locked. It's locked, all right.
Alright. Hello, cat. I'm being greeted by a cat. You steak. Ow! Offhand weapons can be used by pressing triangle. It attacks the special effects and consumes stamina. Okay. Okay. Okay, so that's what that does. Get the hang of these weapons. Take it at the chair. Cut that in half.
I'm still in Southwark. I must reach the West End.
Over there!
Back home.
Oh, hi. First triangle inflicts stun damage. Stun enemy.
One of them!
Oh. Ooh.
A strength I never knew I had.
Damn. For real? Okay, those are barrels. I want to figure out if I can destroy things and collect stuff from them. Probably not. No, let me get lucky. Oh, I'm back in here. Okay. It stinks already.
It's locked.
Oh, okay. So I use that.
I cannot enter.
Okay, how do I get out of here? Oh! That allows me to follow blood trails. Didn't know I had that.
Not been bitten.
Can I do something?
This one stinks already. Die!
Ah! Oh, no. What about Al? You need to die first.
This shouldn't be possible. Every cell, every fiber of my being is afire.
I didn't even swing that time. Oh, hi.
My strength, my reflexes. I'm not human anymore.
You kind of just figured that out? Is there any way I can do so? Here it is. So that's a cool move right there. Either do that. King and country need you. Join the British ranks soon. We have to help the brave lads and flip at the front.
My poor sister. If only I had controlled my need for blood. Mary, someone will pay for what happened to you. For what happened to us.
Oh? Oh!
This is despicable.
I got my money. That's good to know.
It's locked, all right.
That one's locked. That one's locked. Yeah.
I cannot enter.
Yeah, I figured those were locked. I guess I can only use that one.
The dizziness from the jump. I can now control it.
Probably a lot of stuff I'm missing. I gotta look out for. Around. Just rats.
I have this thirst for blood.
No.
This is despicable.
Yeah, that door's open. It's over here.
What will London have to say to me?
They'll probably kill you.
I've so many questions unanswered.
Stand on that wall.
Another corpse. Have the very streets of London become a mausoleum?
The man has been drained of all blood. But I can still smell the scent of it. I follow the scent's trail. Perhaps it will lead me to my assailant.
Fresh blood. The smell is so strong.
I like his voice. A really cool voice.
Where has everyone gone?
Trail of blood. Hello, mouse. Rat. Let's feel blood. Yeah, it's available. Head out over here. Hey, child.
That's strange. The trail is very erratic, as if the killer was drunk or hesitant. At last, a little life.
Good evening, sir. I wondered if I could ask for your help.
Wow, you look like you need a drink.
Yes. I apologize for my outfit. It's been a long night.
Been there, seen that. Don't worry, things can only get worse.
Did anyone come to the bar?
Has anybody entered the bar recently?
Can't say. Sorry. I spent the night making love to that gorgeous bottle, see?
This is important, sir. Are you sure no one has come in here in the last few hours?
I don't know and I don't care. This is a free country. People still have the right to come and go, don't they?
Alright.
What's going on around here? It's like everybody is hiding.
You must be new here. Have you not heard about the murders? Everybody fears the return of the sewer dog.
Sewer dog. What the hell is a sewer dog?
Who is this sewer dog?
It's the local bogeyman. Convenient answer for every crime that happened for decades. You murdered someone, blame the sewer dog, eh?
You make it sound like it's a fairy tale.
People will always believe in monsters. It's easier than accepting their own darkness. We can all be monsters.
That's true.
What's going on around here? It's like everybody is hiding.
Oh, here it said that.
You must be new here.
I'll leave you to your bottle then.
Alright, so he's no help at the moment.
My God, sir, you look like Jonah's whale just spat you out of hell. Can I get you a drink?
No, thank you. I'm not thirsty.
Well, grab a chair and get some rest. This is going to be another long night.
Why is it going to be a long night?
You must be new around here. Don't you know about...
Tell me more about these murders.
Every morning for the last few weeks, bodies have been found. And those poor sods didn't die of flu.
Do the police have any leads on a suspect?
Even before the outbreak, coppers never came round here. We're on our own. People die in these parts all the time, and no one cares.
Where am I? Where is this place?
You're at my bar, sir, the Turquoise Turtle. The last ray of light in this dangerous part of town.
So you're open all night?
Yep. Figured people might need a place to rest in these dark times.
Damn.
Aren't you scared?
Scared of what? All the bad shit happens out on the foggy streets. And I never go outside.
I'm looking for someone who might have passed through here recently. Wondered if you might help.
It's been quiet tonight. The only other person I've seen went straight up to his room. Thought it was kind of rude, actually.
You mean he's still here?
Well, yeah. He paid for the entire week.
I need to meet this man. I have questions.
Just climb the stairs and knock on the first door. I heard him open his window, so I guess he's still awake. And,
Yes?
no funny business. You hear me? This is a respectable establishment.
Gotcha. Like you.
Not
You're
long
nice.
ago, this sort of mess would have given me a laugh.
Hello, ma'am. Speak to you?
Hello, sir. Are you all right? Is there any way I can help you?
I don't know. Maybe you could just talk to me.
Maybe you prefer to speak with Tom, then. He's more agreeable talking to strangers.
I just want to talk. I didn't mean to scare you.
I'm not afraid, sir. It's just I've other customers to take care of.
I only see one customer.
Oh. Well, yeah, of course. I mean, I best check on them.
I'll leave then. Thank you.
There's gotta be something can be done to get out of this
It's
bullshit.
kind of understandable why she's scared. You're covered in blood and acting strange.
Jack.
This is no place for you. Prewen has several patrols roaming the area,
They do not pursue me.
but they're looking for vampires, and they're most efficient.
They'll not relent until the killer has been identified.
I have a common objective, but I require...
I think someone is eavesdropping.
Do you, sir? You might as well come in, whoever you are.
Slowly, vampire. Who are you?
I mean you no harm.
Saith the vampire. Present yourself.
I need a word. With anyone.
You kindly put that down.
Well, that's something I can do for you. And who...
It's Dr. Edgar. Okay.
might you be?
Tell me, who are you?
First, tell me what you want. Then I may tell you.
That's none of your concern.
Sir, you have entered my room in the middle of the night, pale as a corpse and shaking like a tree. So please, indulge me.
Someone is molesting people. In fact, killing them. Biting them.
The calling card of a vampire. Like you.
I've been hunted down in the streets and attacked. I'm a victim here, too.
I believe you.
Then if you are not a vampire, who or what are you?
Dr. Edgar Swansea of the Brotherhood of St. Paul. I'm performing an independent investigation here in an attempt to understand precisely what is going on.
I heard another voice, that of a woman. Who were you talking to?
Ridiculous. I've no idea what you're talking about.
Something tells me not to trust you.
Then the feeling is mutual.
What have you uncovered concerning the murders?
It started a few nights ago. Rumors of violent murders. The docks have always been, shall we say, somewhat unsavory. But this is different.
How different?
A vampire is at work here. Famished. Reckless. It must be brought to ground, and quickly.
Then help me find the culprit.
I may. If you'll first tell me why you opened this door.
I followed a trail. The scent of blood from a recent victim. It led me here.
You thought I was your aggressor. That explains a great deal. We're both chasing the same shadow.
I'm not sure.
Perhaps. This is all new to me. I'm not even certain what I'm looking for.
You should let me handle this affair. You've no idea what you're up against.
No. I will find the monster. He is mine.
How will you do any better than I? But then let me ask you this. What are your intentions if you find the killer?
I will at last have the answers to my questions.
Then I can only wish you good hunting. And pray we shall meet again.
This person would question the bullet wound.
If Swansea is not my attacker, it means somebody else came here tonight. Someone must know something. Hello, sir. May I disturb you again?
And you're still ugly as sin.
Well, fuck you too.
I'll leave you to your bottle then.
Fuck, you got other people around you. I would bite you just for that.
Evening, sir. Can I help you?
I have a few questions for you.
Well, if you must.
That's why I said that I wouldn't.
I spoke to Dr. Swansea. He's not the man I'm looking for. Now, I want the truth.
The truth? What do you mean?
I suspect that someone else was here tonight. And I don't think Tom wants to tell me about it.
I'm just the barmaid here, okay? If Tom says you're the only visitor we had, then you're the only visitor we had.
I can feel your fear, madam. Please, tell me what's going on.
It's Will. William Bishop. He came in here earlier tonight and he... Well, I thought he was going to clock someone.
Why are you so afraid?
I mean, his skin. His hands. I scrubbed every glass and every chair that he touched. God, I hope it's not contagious.
What happened tonight?
He was dead drunk, as usual. But my God, his eyes. His face. He must have caught something awful. He shouted and cried. It was terrible.
Tell me about this William Bishop.
Will was a sailor who worked at the canning factory before he lost that job. A nice bloke, really. He's never been violent. Until tonight.
Why keep it a secret? Why not tell me about it?
Tom's nothing if not loyal. After Will lost his job, he offered him one ear. They used to be good mates. But recently, well... Will started to get very aggressive.
I see. Thank you for your candor. I'll be sure to talk to Tom.
Citizen hints. You just discovered a hint and revealed a secret about a citizen or someone related to them. The vampire need human blood to evolve. The quality bar indicates the XP you will earn when you feed on this citizen. Unlock hints, increase the amount of XP. Okay. Ooh, you get a lot from her. he has a lot of health and XP.
Giving me a laugh.
Welcome back. Did you find what you were after?
I can't say I have. Are you sure no one else came into your bar before I arrived?
Hey, I told you, you were the only other stranger I've had.
Tom, talk to me about the visit from your old friend, William.
Yes, Will came by tonight, but he's not my friend anymore.
Why lie to me if he is not your friend?
I didn't lie. I said you were my only unannounced customer, and that's the truth.
Who is he?
William. Just an old sailor who loves his gin too much. He worked for years at the canning factory before it closed.
Is he dangerous?
Yeah. Like many drunks, he's all bark and no bite. Can barely stand up most of the time.
How was he tonight? Was he different?
Sicker than usual, perhaps. He whined and mumbled about how mean people were to him and how he'd like to talk to me outside, and then he left when I refused.
Good thing you refused.
I need to find him. It's a matter of urgency. Do you know where he is?
You could try his boat. It's up by the North Pier. He sleeps there when he's too drunk to get home.
Please describe him to me.
What do you expect? He's a tall, sick bastard with a bad rash and torn old clothes. William used to be strong. Now he's a mess.
Thank you, Tom.
If you see him, tell him I don't want him back here unless he cleans up his act, okay?
Alright.
I think I'm losing my mind. I should just run as far away from this place as I can.
Alright. So I guess I have to go out and move around.
I hope I live long enough to see them wet boot boys get what's coming to them.
Oh, this.
I will get to the bottom of this intrigue.
Britain's working together. Skilled worker in engineering and kindred trades. Enrolled today as war mutant Martins volunteers. Support the men at the front with a plentiful supply of money.
What's been done to me? To this city?
Join the Royal Fleet today. No, it's just another join poster. Anything down here? Oh, I got some screw and a thing of grease. Everything's hiding here. Alright, let's go down to the dock. Oh?
I will return later.
Oh, you said knock again.
No one's there.
Certain places I can enter, certain places I can't. Oh,
The body is still warm. This man has just been drained of blood. This corpse has been dried of its blood, just like the previous victim.
that reason is
This man was armed. He tried to defend himself. What's this? Some sort of note.
30th from June McCullum to dock patrols. Multiple deaths in the dock region. We believe a nasty leech is involved. Locate the beast, purge it, and quickly. Warning, according to recent reports, this vampire is very violent. Approach with extreme caution. I know we lacked men in this part of town, but I don't send rookies to investigate the case. If I'm correct, we got a frenzied one killing each night. As always, search abandoned places first, like the old houses, basements, sewers, or warehouses. Destroy the leech, brother.
These men, they're a company of professional vampire hunters. Blood and empty gin bottles. This bishop fellow is something of a heavy drinker. There are blood splats on the other side of the canal. I must reach that barge.
There. Yep. This is interesting so far. I like this. This is really interesting so far. Gunner. He's a level 3 like me. Ooh, she's a level 4. Can I crouch? Oh. Gotta keep yelling, I hear that. I should have read that.
I'm cold. There's nothing here. Let's head back to a warm fire.
Shut that foolish mouth of yours. You ever know McCullum to be wrong about anything?
Right. No time I can remember. But I've only been part of the guard 3 weeks to the day.
All the more reason to shut it, Mr. Billy. If the man says a bloodsucker's dug in here, you've but one job, and that's to find it. And find it fast.
See them fancy clothes? This one's a top! This one's mine! I'll kill it!
Ow.
Yeah!
Oh, I got shotgun shells. Range weapons. Click and press triangle to use your ranged weapons. Inflict bow stun and standard damage. Okay. Oh crap, I can do that. So, do I have a shotgun now? No, but I do have a revolver. Don't have any ammo for it.
Rawr. Evie.
Bloody leech!
Got money from that. Who practices tactics? I know someone of our.
Hey Mark, it's Hannah.
Hi. hearing you guys in my ear, and it's like, what? How are you? It's catching me off guard. Oh, we gotta go up there. Alright, creep up on this motherfucker.
Over there!
He's dead. Shit. Alright, let's go back to the stake for now. Aluminum powder. Bullets. That way. Top down. Just in here? There it was.
Not a good place for a stroll. Did you hear me? Over there! There's one of them
It's locked.
Okay, how the hell do I get around?
I cannot enter.
Very good. Just kick the bastard. Lead plate, aluminum shard. So I'm getting stuff to craft. Is he gonna teach me how to do that soon? Got money. Follow the blood trail from the pier. This is where I came in. I'm gonna run this way. This is where it stopped. Oh, I got bullets. Good to know, good to know. I can get off this way. Up here. What's in here? Ooh. I have a shotgun now. And I can level them up. That's good to know. Let's change my gear. Bunch of dead vampire bodies, I guess. Lord. Jesus.
over there!
Blood gives me experience. So drinking that blood would definitely help me. I'm guessing, right? Oh. Did you drop stuff? You did. You dropped money.
Fresh blood. The whole building reeks of it.
Ooh.
The scent is so strong it makes me dizzy.
Jesus. Blood rod. Hear you. Ooh, I have a scythe now. It's a two-handed weapon.
I must have more. Oh dear God, not again.
This place reeks of bloodshed.
William, my arm. I can't
This
feel it.
creature is bedeviled. I must put it down.
Oh. Hi. You alright, bro?
William was an honorable man. I could have saved him.
Mr. Hampton, are you in there?
I knew him well, another lost soul, a kindred spirit.
Sir, listen to the sound of my voice. I'm a doctor. You're suffering from shock.
I must
No, he's not
return
down.
to my flock. They'll stray without me.
Remember, certain skulls are every bit as resistant as we are.
Who are you? What do you mean by scowl?
You truly are a newborn. I should have realized.
Wait. You are the woman from the bar. Are you... like me? Can you help me?
I believe, sir, I already have.
By George and the Saints, you've solved the mystery of these terrible murders. Patience, good fellows, I've come to offer help. Just give me a moment to secure my boat. We can leave this awful place.
William was not the evil man they claimed. He was just taken by the thirst. He needed this drink.
This man requires medical attention. We'll see he gets to the nearest hospital.
No, please, I must tend to my fold. My flock needs me.
There, sir. Go with the good Dr. Swansea. He's resourceful, and I'm sure he'll take good care of you.
You'd best come as well. The sun is soon to rise, and you'll need a place to rest.
I just need a moment. If I can learn something about what has happened to William, I'll be a step closer to understanding what happened to me.
This poor creature can't be my maker. Could it be some subspecies of vampire? I must find a place to analyze the blood.
Oh, I'm glad I came back in here. Any more stuff?
It's locked.
Can I... Oh, I had to do that. That's right. How much XP I gained from that?
Where are we headed?
We're on our way to the Pembroke Hospital. It's just across the canal. They'll have a bed for poor Mr. Hampton.
William was... What manner of creature was he?
Predator, prey, villain, and victim. Who can say? The important thing is that he's been stopped.
Duly noted. And the woman? What... who is she?
What woman?
Oh, don't play me for a fool. You used me to locate that skull. You must know who she is.
And I thought you a gentleman. You shouldn't talk about a lady behind her back, but I will tell you she values her privacy. Were London as peaceful as she appears from the middle of the canal? If only that were the reality of the situation.
To be honest, I've always tried to avoid this part of town.
Pembroke Hospital is the last bastion between the rest of London and the epidemic. The flu has decimated the East End and the war still rages. Welcome to the front lines of a plague.
This is where you work, Dr. Swansea?
I am the administrator of Pembroke Hospital.
I thought you were here in service of your mysterious order, the Brotherhood of...
Of St. Paul's Stole, yes. But first and foremost, I'm a man of science. A physician, like yourself, Dr. Reed.
How do you know who I am?
No need for modesty. You are Dr. Jonathan Reed, a surgeon of some caliber and renown, if I'm not mistaken.
You are correct, sir.
I knew it! I had my suspicions. But when you took the blood sample from the corpse of poor William, I was certain. Dr. Reed. Marvelous.
Have we met?
I attended 3 of your seminars before the war. I have the utmost admiration for your research. And what a turn of fate. England's most esteemed blood specialist returns to London a vampire.
That word, again. From a so-called man of science.
I understand. Traditionally, the role of science is to refute myth, but when myth walks among us, the Brotherhood of St. Paul has dedicated its purpose to their study. There's so much for you to learn.
And for that, you are right.
Well, then let me be blunt. Join my staff at Pembroke Hospital. As a physician. I suspect you'll not find a better post of employment to contemplate your predicament.
This is sudden. I was returning home to see my sickly mother. But alas, that was before contracting this... affliction.
Dr. Reed, take a moment to consider. The post would be for the night shift, providing a good explanation for your absence during daylight hours. You'll be adequately reimbursed, and have a place to hide. I even had the forethought to bring some clean clothes. So, what do you say?
It seems I have little choice, but yours is a generous offer, so I thank you.
Brilliant! Oh, Jonathan, this is one for the book, and the beginning of a beautiful friendship.
Going to be an interesting one, I could say that much.
Dr. Swansea, thank goodness. I was beginning to be concerned.
Worry no more, Nurse Crane, for I bring good news.
Oh, Doctor, what a night. We lost 2 more patients. Nurse Scow said she couldn't take it anymore and resigned.
Yes, well, I'll make a new rota in the morning. In the meantime, find a... good bed for Mr. Hampton. Be sure to pay attention to his needs.
Of course, Doctor.
Oh, and Dorothy?
Yes, Doctor?
Dr. Reed here has just returned from the front. He served King and Country and will be joining us here at Pembroke. We're very lucky to have gained a surgeon of his talent, and one so experienced in blood transfusions.
That is good news indeed, Doctor.
Oh, yes.
Here at Pembroke, it's not what we have, but what we haven't. It's only thanks to Nurse Crane and the staff that our ship doesn't sink. If you have any questions, just ask her.
Duly noted. Thank you.
Your assistance is required, Dr. Swansea, immediately.
Welcome aboard, Jonathan. We'll catch up after my rounds. Coming, Nurse Crane. I'm coming.
Yeah, if you guys want, you can guys go ahead and just join my other videos. Oh, I have a coat now. Yay.
It's okay, Jonathan. I'll see you later.
Oh wow, I gained 1,000 XP from that. So I need to find a spot to save my character.
Come on, you bot! You can do better than that. Nah, it's my turn.
Rotten or pristine, each heart contains the seed of life. Drink at this river, dry it all.
Oh, come on, you bastard. I won't bite.
Sir, please. You've lost too much blood. Calm yourself.
You think I didn't notice? Stop your staring and get me to an hospital, you arse!
Insulting a good Samaritan. Not exactly the way to get rescued.
All right, sorry. I am in pain here. My guts are spilling out onto the street and you're yabbering on.
Yes. That's a very nasty wound you've got there. Take my word, I am a doctor. Dr. Jonathan Reed.
Name's Clay Cox. I'd appreciate you helping me to a better place, Doc.
Follow me, Mr. Cox. Let me assist you to that better place.
Blood quality, the more expensive you get. Drink the ritual of your prey. First you need to mesmerize them and lead them out of sight.
Bring this fading light into the shadows. Dance with him the dance of life and death.
Still, my young friend. I need to get into a darker area. Just tell me where to take it.
No more. Not tonight. Not like this. I will not take another life.
Whoa, I feel giddy. What happened?
No, I'll leave him be. He might be useful.
It is wise for the huntsman to sometimes let his prey go. But no famished hunter can run for long.
Understood. Even though you're being an ass. Who are you?
Doctor, where have you been? I've little time to play hide and seek with new staff members, no matter how illustrious they may be.
I found a wounded man by the docks. He answers to the name of Clay Cox. He requires urgent medical attention.
Already making the rounds? That's the Pembroke spirit. I'll ask our porter, Milton, to bring him back immediately.
Thank you, nurse. What can I do for you?
Dr. Swansea insisted we provide you a quiet office. You'll find it on the second floor with your name on the door.
Thank you. Nurse Crane, isn't it?
Yes, Dorothy Crane. Welcome to Pembroke Hospital, Dr. Reed. Your office has been prepared.
I would like to ask a few questions first. And Mr. Hampton, the patient we brought in, how does he fare?
I gave him a sedative to help him sleep. Poor thing was in quite a state of shock.
What kind of man is Dr. Swansea?
Well, you accepted the job from him. I thought you would have known about your employer.
Apologies, I've only just met him the once. This is sudden. I've only just returned to England.
Dr. Swansea is a brilliant surgeon and the most compassionate physician.
It's right to assume Dr. Swansea knows far more about me than I do about him.
You'll get to know him soon enough, and better than me. The administrator has better things to do than mix with us.
If you could point me in the direction of my room again, nurse.
Second floor of the hospital, left after the stairs. It's the last vacant office at the end of the corridor.
Thank you.
Thank you, Nurse Crane.
Maybe.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. I'm new here.
I've already heard about you, Dr. Reed. I'm Milton Hooks, the ambulance driver for this shithole of a hospital.
That's quite a blunt introduction, Mr. Hooks.
You can call me Milton. I like to speak my mind, Dr. Reed. Perk of the job. Don't judge me, and I won't judge you.
I'm not sure I understand what you're talking about.
Well, I'm no doctor, but I'm pretty sure a gun can't be used as a surgical instrument.
You have a keen eye. I learned to shoot during the war, and have carried one ever since. Old habits die hard.
No need to explain, Dr. Reed. And if you ever need a better gun, remember, I may have something for you.
Ooh, good to know.
I'd like to see your goods.
Wise choice, Dr. Reed. A reliable gun is what everybody needs these days.
Milton shotgun. Can we use Milton shotgun? Trigger part of a firing mechanism that can be used to assemble a common trigger for any ranged weapon. Tiny common hand part. Okay. Good to know. I'll keep you alive.
Good evening, Milton.
Good evening, Doctor.
Goodbye, Milton. Dr. Swansea is right. This place seems perfect to conduct my research.
Oh, it's a noted doctor.
Good evening, Doctor. I believe we're going to be working together.
Dr. Reed. Dr. Swansea informed us of your arrival, but I could not dare to believe we'd have such good fortune.
Such an honor, sir.
Thank you. And you are?
I am Thoreau Strickland, Dr. Thoreau Strickland. I'm a great admirer of your work, Dr. Reed.
Please, could you tell me something about yourself?
I'm a great admirer of your work concerning blood transfusion, Dr. Reed. I run my own experiments. I'm convinced it's the future.
What made you choose to be a doctor?
I'm not ashamed to admit you and your work have inspired me. I am honored to have the opportunity to work by your side.
That's sweet.
It's always a pleasure to share scientific and medical knowledge with someone eager to learn. I'll be glad to help you if I can.
This epidemic may be the century's most terrible disaster, but I'm convinced that we, as doctors, are the only ones able to defeat it.
I based my technique on my mentor's research. He helped me perfect my method. What is yours?
I'd rather not talk about it. For now, it's just theories and first approach. My process is purely experimental and unsuccessful.
As long as you're cautious and methodical, you may remain empty-handed, but you won't fail.
You're not the first one to warn me, but I am convinced knowledge is the main weapon against the ravages of this epidemic.
Pretty much.
Do you need my medical attention, dear colleague?
You don't have to worry about me, Dr. Reed. I am here to assist you, not to be a burden.
Goodbye, Dr. Strickland. Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed. May I help you?
I don't know if a third opinion is needed. Your colleagues are already arguing about my condition.
I see. Would you mind telling me more about your situation?
I'm Harvey Fiddick. All I want is to get me bloody arm fixed properly.
Tell me about yourself, Mr. Fiddick.
I'm just a regular guy waiting to get his arm fixed, so I can return to work and to my family.
I was more curious about what you were doing before being hospitalized.
I'm a carpenter, and a good one too. But that means I need both arms to feed my family, Dr. Reed.
Are you satisfied with your treatment here?
Well, it's clear that I've chosen a bad time to be injured. Forgive my bluntness, but you seem overwhelmed by cases of the flu.
I won't lie to you about it. I'm afraid we are.
Are you sure you don't want to operate yourself, Dr. Reed? I have the feeling you're very capable, and your colleagues seem to think so too.
In other circumstances, you would be right. But for now, I don't think I can take on the responsibility. My apologies. Tell me about the doctors who are arguing about your case.
Strickland and Aykroyd. They both want the best for me, but there's a lot of pride there. Doctors are no different from carpenters, it seems.
What do you mean?
I often had professional
RUB
arguments
date.
with rivals on a building site. Difference is, I disagreed about wood and nails, not flesh and bones.
Are you beating the game on Live?
Possibly, I'm not sure yet. I was thinking of doing impossible segments, but I might try and beat it while I have the chance. But I might just keep it in segments. Thank you for the question. I'm still new to the game. I haven't played it before, and
Tell me about the doctors who are arguing about
I
your
already
case.
read
Strickland and Aykroyd.
What do you mean?
I...
Okay. Yeah, right now I'm just currently just figuring out the game, how to play it, and everything. But it's an interesting game so far. I'm debating if I should play it online or. Oh. I mesmerized him. Okay, so I guess I'll just take this guy. Nah.
Alrighty, looking good so far. I can tell there's much more.
Oh yeah. Game's really interesting so far. Thank you. Currently doing the live with my girlfriend at the moment. She's slowly getting used to gaming again and trying to get into it again. And she's doing it with me, but she was cooking at the moment, so.
I went down just getting him his food, and then but just got hungry, and we've been streaming for an hour.
Yeah, I've had someone on here asking me questions about the game, asking if I was gonna do it, try and beat it online. I might try and do that. I might keep it in segments though.
Oh, fun.
Let's get to know everyone real quick. Let me talk to you.
Good evening, nurse. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed, the new surgeon here at the Pembroke.
Dr. Swansea has already told us about you, sir. I'm Nurse Gwyneth Brannigan. Welcome to the Pembroke Hospital.
Did he really? It's a good thing I wasn't hoping to keep a low profile.
All members of staff have already read about your new blood transfusion technique. Dr. Swansea made sure of that.
I see. Well, I'm a little surprised, but I suppose I'll just have to deal with this unexpected notoriety.
You must know, blood transfusions are Dr. Swansea's primary subject of research. He is convinced it is the future.
Well, I haven't beaten that game yet, but it's so fun so far. And I will be posting more of it too. And if you're interested in my content, please do give me a subscribe, bro. It'd be very appreciated.
How are things here?
Not good, to say the least. We're struggling against an invisible enemy, more lethal than any bullet from a gun. It's hard, Doctor.
An invisible enemy? Quite a poetic...
No worries.
Especially from
Avi sent me the live earlier.
These last few weeks have been exhausting. We could all do with a good night's sleep.
Hello, peoples.
I like it. If you guys are curious about how I should go, how I should do things, put it in the comments, Burgers. Put it in the comments, and I'll definitely see what we should do. There's a lot of good people here that have a high experience level with blood.
I'm not familiar with all the staff yet. Perhaps you could help me.
Brilliant professionals, most of them. Dr. Swansea has a gift for recruiting talent.
Most of them? Is there a problem I should know about, nurse?
It would be inappropriate for me to speak ill of a colleague.
I'm not familiar with all the staff yet.
Hello to you and the members of your castle. I'm new to gaming myself, but I love adventure games and things like this. Hi.
Hello. I'm not seeing any comments come up, but give me a second. Let me see if I can pull them up. My phone's acting really strange. Give me a second.
Yeah, there's comments in here.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of them.
It's Joe and Hannah.
Yeah, games like this are fun, man. Adventure games, if you're really into adventure horror like this one, definitely check out The Last of Us. The Last of Us is a wonderful story and an amazing game at that. A lot of people are hating on the second one, but more power to them, but I enjoy it myself, personally. It's a great game. For me.
Nurse Brannigan, if you do know something, please tell me. Anything you say will be held in confidence.
No. I may disagree with some conduct, but in the end, everybody is doing their best.
Is there anyone that stands out?
Well, I have never met someone
I've heard good things about The Last of Us.
He should be
Right now I'm
ecstatic for his
dabbling
glory.
with Bless Unleashed.
If only he were younger.
I heard that was a good
Why
game.
should his age be a problem?
I guess it's fair to say he's always pushing himself to the limits. He just doesn't know when to stop and get some rest.
Good to know.
How are things here?
Not good, to say the least. We're struggling against an invisible enemy, more lethal than any bullet from a gun. It's hard.
Alright. Ooh. Sorry about that, guys. Give it a second.
Yours died too?
No, it turned off. There we go. Oh. There we go. Well, what do you guys think I should do? You guys think I should, mesmerize her? Or...
Goodbye, nurse. Call me if you need assistance.
Put the charm on her.
Put the charm on her?
Good evening, Nurse Brannigan.
Good evening, Doctor.
Is anyone too close around? I can't do
Goodbye,
it. There's
nurse.
People around.
Call me if you need assistance.
I have to wait until she's alone. Keep going. Alright. And eventually I will be playing Among Us. That game's gotten really big, and I've played it.
Good mod. Vampire gone BSD. Bad.
Sweet girl.
I want to help him with his research, see what he's doing. I guess?
Sorry, my screen is freaking out.
It's all good.
I cannot enter.
I will not let you down, my boy.
Dr. Crane. There's another doctor right here.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed. I believe we're going to be colleagues.
Reed? Yes, I've been informed about your arrival. I'm Waverly Ackroyd. Welcome aboard, I suppose.
Does my arrival inconvenience you in some way, Dr. Ackroyd?
Let us just say that I don't particularly share Dr. Swansey's enthusiasm for hiring you. What we need here are reliable professionals, not overrated dabblers.
Do you need my assistance?
Not at all. I'm sure that you are used to gaining people's trust with your impressive skills. Well, it will not be the case with me.
Then perhaps I should level up and eat you. How about that?
If you have a problem with me, Dr. Ackroyd, please feel free to tell me.
Dr. Swansea has imposed your presence on this hospital without asking anyone's
London.
advice. The benefit of his position. But I don't agree with it.
I know we've never met before, but I believe this hospital could use all the help it can get. You will agree with that, I'm sure.
Oh, but I have heard about you, Dr. Reed. Of course, you can't say the same about me, since I have not wasted my time courting the press.
Jealousy won't do
Aren't
any
you
good.
too old for such jealousy? It really won't do you any good, you know.
Don't be ridiculous, Dr. Reed. A simple glance is enough for me to know you have nothing for me to envy.
Tell me, Waverly, what do you think of Dr. Strickland's enthusiasm for his experimental research?
Strickland is playing with his patients' lives for pride and glory. Now that, sir, is unethical.
Are you thinking about something in particular?
Harvey Fiddick needs delicate surgery. I believe we should stick to the usual procedure, but my young colleague obviously disagrees.
Good to know.
Why do you wish to lead this surgery?
I strongly believe that Mr. Fiddick should not be butchered to test an unproven procedure.
Other people may say that's too conservative a point of view.
Conservative? And what are you going to say to Mr. Fiddick if he loses his arm because of the operation? Because that's what's going to happen if the surgery is a failure.
Why other people?
Conservative.
And are you not afraid that your rivalry with Strickland may be blinding you?
Rivalry? I guess you could call it that. But I will never be childish enough to let my personal feelings affect my judgment.
Sure about that.
Why do you wish to lead this surgery?
I strongly believe that Mr. Fiddick should not be...
Other people.
Conservative.
Okay.
Tell me, Waverly.
Strickland.
Are you
Harvey...
Okay, so I read all that.
Since your tenure in this hospital is longer than mine, perhaps you can tell me more about this place.
Let's just say I'm tired of the carelessness around me. I have always respected the skills of Dr. Swansea, but over time his enthusiasm has become displaced.
Carelessness? Exactly what are you talking about?
We're here to save lives. The people who trust us are not volunteering for experimentation. They're here to be healed.
I don't intend to run any radical experiments, Doctor. Even if I, as any good practitioner should, express an interest in pushing the boundaries of medical research.
Modern medical methods were created through audacity and ego. But there are rules in our line of work, and they're here to protect our patients.
Good thing I'm talking to you. You have a lot of hints. And you have high blood. Good to know.
Thank you for your time. We'll talk later.
Alright. Let's learn more.
Good evening, Mr. Fiddick.
Good evening, Dr. Reed. Any news about my operation?
Nothing unlocked for him. Hey, wasn't that locked before?
Goodbye for now, Mr. Fiddick. I'll see you later.
Sweet girl. Reads me like a book. Never could keep anything from her.
Alrighty, where's Dr. Strickland? Is that you?
Good evening, Dr. Strickland.
And good evening to you, Dr. Reed. Can I be of any help?
Do you need my medical attention, dear colleague?
You don't have to worry about me, Dr. Reed. I am...
Tell me more about your willingness to experiment with new medical techniques.
Harvey Fiddick is a patient suffering from a severe injury that could cripple him if not treated correctly. I'm convinced your blood transfusion technique could help him.
What is it you really want? To save him? Or to prove your point?
Fair question. I want nothing but to save my patient, Dr. Reed. Especially since I know Mr. Fiddick's story.
Tell me Mr. Fiddick's story.
Our first diagnosis was compromised because Mr. Fiddick lied to us about the real origin of his injury. He first claimed it was an accident.
But why would he hide such crucial information from us?
Because he is a proud father. Ashamed of putting his children at risk because of his own negligence.
This personal involvement could also appear to be a lack of impartiality. You must know that a good surgeon must remain neutral.
I agree. But that does not excuse Dr. Ackroyd's behavior. A man who did not even take time to converse with his patient.
Do you think keeping his distance was a mistake?
All I know is that I'm taking care of human beings with desires, hopes, and fears. Not some biological machine comprised of blood, bones, and flesh.
Good to know.
Goodbye, Dr. Strickland.
Alright, let's talk to the patient.
Good evening, Mr. Fiddick.
Good evening, Dr. Reed. Any news about my operation?
There's a lot of gaining intel in this game, what I'm liking so far. Why feel guilty?
Tell me about your injury, Harvey. Why do you feel so guilty about it?
My wife died because of me. And now I may lose everything because I've been careless enough to hurt myself. What an arsehole.
Red died because of you?
How could your job be responsible for your wife's death?
I was working a double. She went out to bring me a hot meal and got caught in a German bomb raid.
Oh, shit.
You can't hold yourself responsible for your injury, Mr. Fiddick. Unless you tried to hurt yourself.
Of course I didn't hurt myself. But I can't work until my arm is fixed. My children need to eat, Doctor.
Good to know.
Tell me more about the death of your wife, Harvey.
1915. I was in the army. Building workshops for the Royal Flying Corps. Helen was happy I wasn't sent to the front.
What happened?
The Germans sent Zeppelins to bomb the construction site, but they missed their target. My wife was bringing my dinner when the bombs fell.
Damn.
How are your children after losing their mother?
They were smaller then. The only good thing about this is my Helen didn't bring them with her that night.
I'm sorry for your loss. So many died during the bombings. I served in France and witnessed the carnage there.
I would like to say that she didn't suffer. Truth is, I have no idea. I just know that I'm all that me kids have. Poor little bleeders.
Thing is, if it landed on her directly, she died instantly.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Fiddick. I'll see you later.
Alright, we'll learn more.
What can I do for you, Doctor?
Thank you, Nurse Crane.
I will not let you down, my boy.
Good evening, madam. Can I help you?
It's my son who needs you, sir.
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. How can I help your son?
I'm Beatrice Goswick, mother of Mortimer Goswick. Could you check on him, please, Dr. Reed? I've heard much of your talents as a physician.
What do you think of your reception here? Any complaints?
I have had the uttermost reservations about this hospital since we arrived. But we had no other choice, considering the state of emergency.
Is there something in particular that's bothering you?
Some of the staff were not especially welcoming. I suspect they're not accustomed to dealing with patients of such social standing.
Tell me more about your arrival at the Pembroke Hospital. What gave you such a bad first impression?
The ambulance driver was quite rude, for a start. And that nurse, Miss Hawkins, seems to have quite a dubious attitude.
What do you mean?
She managed to secure a bed for my son despite the epidemic. It was a relief, but it wasn't cheap.
She charged you for a bed?
Yes, and I paid without question, considering the urgency of the situation.
Why did she charge you?
I share your concern, Mrs. Goswick. Be sure that I'll talk to the people involved.
I don't expect compensation, Dr. Reed. But I'm aware such behavior would not be tolerated in other hospitals.
And it won't be in mine.
What can you tell me about yourself, Mrs. Goswick?
Not much to say. Just take care of my Mortimer and I'll cover all the expenses. That's all that matters.
What can you tell me about...
Not much.
Are you really that rich? Most of the patients here are of a more humble origin, if I may say so.
Yes. Thanks to my husband. May he rest in peace. I can cover any needed medical expenses.
May I ask if you have an occupation, Mrs. Goswick?
I'm a teacher by profession. I teach young women who are more ambitious about their futures than their families.
Interesting.
Goodbye, Mrs. Goswick.
Let me see how the kid's doing.
Good evening. I'm Dr. Reed. Can I help at all?
No.
Really? Why are you here, then?
I don't want to talk. My throat hurts too much.
I suppose that this pain is the reason you're here. Is someone taking care of you?
Yes. And no.
Could you at least tell me your name, sir?
Mortimer. Mortimer Goswick.
Tell me about yourself, Mr. Goswick.
I don't want to talk, Doctor.
You're level 2.
How painful is your throat, Mr. Goswick?
So painful I'd rather not talk at all, Doctor.
I'm sure you realize a doctor and his patient have to communicate, sir. Would it help if I gave you some paper and a pen?
Not really.
I see. Then maybe it's not just your throat that hurts, Mr. Goswick. Perhaps your sore throat is just the consequence of something more hurtful.
Yes, maybe. But I don't want to talk or even write about it now.
Why did your mother have you hospitalized here? She seems convinced this is a bad hospital.
My mother just wants the best for me. She won't rest while I'm here. She'd go all the way to hell and back to help me.
Pembroke Hospital may look unorthodox, but rest assured you're in good hands here.
It's not me you have to convince, Dr. Reed. It's my mother.
Is your mother bothering you? As your doctor, I can ask her to leave you alone if you would prefer.
That's tempting, Doctor. But you have no idea what my mother is capable of. She would tie herself to my bed if you asked her to leave.
Good to know.
I have to go now, sir. But don't hesitate to contact me if you need any help.
I'm alright. Don't waste your time with me.
Interesting.
I will not let you down.
So she said... So she said that it was someone else who said that.
Nowadays.
Nurse
Good
Hawkins,
evening,
I think?
nurse.
Good evening, Doctor. I don't think we've been introduced yet. My name is Pippa Hawkins.
And I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. Dr. Swansea has recently offered me a position in this hospital.
Well, it's a euphemism that your help will be appreciated, Doctor.
How would you describe the situation at the Pembroke Hospital?
It's serious. The flu is wreaking havoc amongst the staff and patients. We are running out of everything.
Nurse Hawkins, the Spanish flu won't last forever. Even the Black Plague didn't kill everyone.
I wish I could believe you. But what if this epidemic was worse? What if in the end, nobody was spared?
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins.
Alright. Who is she connected with? Oswick. Social Circle. Her son. Okay, so she spoke with a nurse. What nurse? Anyways, I'm gonna go upstairs and level him up real quick, and then I'm gonna go ahead and leave the one here, guys. I'm gonna take a break for a bit. I'm playing this for about 2 hours. I figured I'd take a break.
Not now.
Oh, Dr. Swansea. Oh, okay. But, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and leave this one here. And I'm enjoying it so far. I'll definitely see if the bean wants to do this more often. And...
It's locked.
Oh, that one's locked. Yeah, I'm gonna level him up and then go ahead and hop off for now, guys. So, as soon as I find my office. Oh, this corridor over here. It's at the end of the hall. It's got my name next to it. Maybe just not looking in the right place. Second floor. My office is on the second floor. That door is locked. Dr. Swansea. Ah, right here. You just found a new hideout. Here you can spend your XP while resting or craft items.
This must be the place. It's definitely away from prying eyes. Relegated to the shadows. A kingdom of my own. At least I won't be sleeping in a coffin.
Oh, cool. On a workbench you can craft medical treatments to heal sick citizens, serums to boost yourself, weapon upgrades to improve and customize your weapons. Good to know. Treatment for fatigue, use it to cure sicknesses during the dialogue. Okay, so I need stuff like that. Analyze my blood sample first. Requires a glass vial, wisely sturdy blood sample. Or watery sturdy blood sample, I said wisely. Okay. What about upgrades? 99 damage, 45 damage, 65 damage. Screw and grease. What does this need? Needs aluminum powder and aluminum shards. Okay.
William Bishop's blood is much more unstable than human blood and shows extensive mutation. But this is... The sun is about to rise. I can feel it. I'll continue tomorrow night. I have so much time now.
Alright guys, I'm gonna go ahead and leave this one here, and I do appreciate you guys for watching. I'm enjoying this game. I will definitely think of doing this more of a live stream game, if you guys want, or I can just chop it up into segments and do it that way, like I've been doing all my other games, but I will be definitely doing this more often. I will definitely put a link in for my Twitch if you guys ever want to be playing Twitch, because I will be doing videos on there every now and then. And hopefully we'll get to see some Among Us gameplay once I can. But until then guys, thanks so much for watching, and I do hope you guys share it and let everyone else know that watches YouTube to come enjoy and like and subscribe. Even if you don't like it, you just want to check it out and see how it is, that's fine as well. But I do appreciate everyone for watching, and I do hope you have a wonderful day.